This is Abnormal Entertainment.
Welcome, everybody, to the Cinema Head Cheese Podshort for Big Mouth. This is Kevin Moyers, and this is another adult cartoon contribution from Netflix. I think this is the third specifically for adults. BoJack Horseman came first, I believe, then F is for Family, and now Big Mouth. Not a big BoJack fan. I tried watching a few. It just wasn't grabbing me. I get it, but it just, I don't know. The writing isn't there for me. F is for Family, absolutely love. And it seems like Big Mouth takes a similar approach as F is for Family by Nick Kroll and his friend, co-creator Andrew Goldberg. They go back in time and look at growing up and just the awkward stage of puberty, really, where Bill Burr's cartoon F is for Family focuses on his family more or less in the 70s. Then, you know, this is going back to, well, it's not really going back to the 80s or anything like that with Nick Kroll, but it's just going back to that age, that period in time of a person's, you know, specifically dealing with puberty. And Nick and Andrew grew up together in this and decided to create this story. Kroll plays himself, his young self, I should say. John Mulaney plays the young Andrew. We also have Jason Mantzoukas as Jay. You have Jesse Klein as Jesse. And that's pretty much the friend group, those four. And there are other kids throughout as well. But those are the main ones. You have Jenny Slate and Fred Armisen as Nick's parents, Missy and Elliot. I'm sure that is intentional. Jordan Peele is the ghost of Duke Ellington. Richard Kind is Andrew's dad, and he's ridiculous throughout this. There's just so much going on throughout the show character-wise that, you know, you will love picking up on some of the voices that you know from other places. You have Kat Dennings, Kristen Bell. Let me think. I'm kind of skimming through these. Mae Whitman. Mark Duplass is one. Nathan Fillion. Who else? Just a lot of Chelsea Peretti's in one. Paul Scheer. Ali Shawkat, Kristen Wiig, Zach Woods. So plenty to hear, and a lot of these are in, you know, one episode or two, things like that. Some of these guest spots, but it's crazy. It's 10 episodes, and they really do focus on puberty, and it's just a short period in time. For these kids, there is a monster, in a way, that it's sort of like their guide through puberty, except he's not very helpful. He wants these boys to stick their dicks in everything. It's insane, and they both see him which is great. And then there's one for the girls as well. Kroll does a bunch of voices, and Maury is the guy's hormone demon, basically. And then Diane is played by Maya Rudolph. She's the girl's hormone demon. And they just lead them into horrible directions. Really crazy stuff. There's a through line where they're trying to watch, Andrew and Nick are trying to watch The Italian Stallion. Of course, they have to find a VCR to be able to accomplish that. That is, for those who don't know, before Stallone did Rocky, he did an adult film, and it was called Italian Stallion, and that's where he got that nickname. So, yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but they spend a lot of time trying to find that. The series, and some spoilers here, but the series goes through like all the craziness of Jay and his abusive brothers, Andrew thinking he's gay for a bit, Nick just not catching up to the rest of them puberty-wise. And the first episode, I think, he sees Andrew's dick, and it's big and it's hairy, and he still has no pubes, so it's crazy. The Ghost of Duke Ellington, Armison's character, Elliot, Nick's dad, is way into that kind of stuff. So Duke Ellington's ghost haunts their attic, and they talk to him for advice. It's really fucking crazy, and that's Jordan Peele plays him. It's like taking that puberty stage and putting it into a make-believe world, but it's kind of how you feel at that age, I mean, if you remember, it was crazy. The demons, the hormone demons, sort of lead them into stuff that really happens, but like, oh no, it's the demon's fault, it's bizarre, and there's so much funny stuff. I know I talked about Oh Hello with Kroll and Mulaney, their live Broadway show. I'm telling you, it seems like when these guys get together, they make great stuff. I love Jason Mantzoukas. He was so good on The League, played Nick Kroll's brother-in-law. Perfect for this character, Jay, who's a kid that you grow to really love throughout the series. So it's absolutely crazy and so fun, and I burned through this in one sitting. There's a lot of stuff that's referential to that, to being on Netflix, to, a lot of things like Maury tries to pitch an energy drink company partway through, like, hey, I could sell this. They do from time to time look at the camera, but, at the same time they're talking to Duke Ellington, and they have hormone demons, so it's a lot of fun. I really did enjoy it. You're going to have a lot of laughs and sit through it. They're short episodes, so you can burn through it quickly. It was just so much fun to me. I think I made it through 8 episodes in one sitting and then watched the next 2 the next day. But you have to check this out because it is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts all the way around. But, slice of life kind of thing. And I don't know how, true the childhood stories are. Obviously not the supernatural stuff. But just a lot of fun. And, again, Nick Kroll and John Mulaney together is great. I'll, at this point, watch anything the two of them do together. So I just can't say enough about this and how much fun it was. You just have to watch it. I don't want to ruin anything else for you because there are a lot of surprise things in there that you don't expect. So check it out, Big Mouth, on Netflix, available now, season 1. And I hope to God there's more because there's so much more they can explore with this. And it's a lot of fun. So that being said, I implore you to head over to bunny17media.com. We still have our Kickstarter going for The Search of the Book of the Guardians. That is the kids' book that my daughter and I wrote together. we have a modest goal, 3,500. We have some backers already, which is great. It's only going until the morning of the 18th. That's when the Kickstarter ends. So I ask that you head over there, bunny17media.com, and the link is right on the top. I mean, you can go straight to Kickstarter, search the Book of the Guardians, but if you need an easy link, go to the bunny17media.com website, and you can see the link there. It's right on top, easy to find. The rewards are, it's basically pre-ordering the book. You have ebook, audiobook, and paperback versions. You can get an original drawing from my daughter. She did all the illustrations in the book. She'll draw a character for you. There's all kinds of fun stuff. You can name characters in the next book because this is part of a series that we're writing, and we're already working on the story for the next book. This book involves a jackalope who's an Indiana Jones type and a 19-year-old girl, the daughter of his former partner, who was a master thief, and he trained her to be a master thief. And their job is to protect the treasures of the world. And their main villain is the Jersey Devil. The Loch Ness Monster is the boss. She's in charge of all the guardians that protect these things, which, the jackalope and Casey, the teenage girl, are. You have the Chupacabra is in this story. The second book is probably going to have some Bigfoots in it. Bigfoots, big feet, I don't know the proper plural for that. But the first book does have a Yeti who is quite entertaining. And we just, we're focusing on these cryptids, cryptozoological creatures. Have you ever heard of a hodag? Well, let me tell you, we have hodags in the book. They're crazy little reptilian things. So check it out and please support it. I'm very proud of it. I'm thrilled with the way it came out. We're still working on getting the cover together and doing the little tiny tweaks and finishing touches on the text itself. Adding a little detail here or there. Tightening it up, basically. Writing, rewrite. That's how the process goes. But if you support us, I would be very thankful. I'm going to continue to give you shows here. A little bit of support on the Kickstarter would be amazing. And a great way to say thanks for the shows, honestly. So, yeah. But anyway, do that. And don't forget, tune into abnormalentertainment.com for all of our podcasts. Check cinemaheadcheese.com for all of our reviews. And I will get some more of these Netflix things under my belt. There's Gerald's Game, which is new, looks pretty good. Never read the book. A couple other things that I'm going to talk about. So I'll have more this weekend and then next Tuesday again, and we're going to keep this going. So, yes, going to keep it going. Anyway, thank you again. Enjoy Big Mouth, and I will see you next time. Subscribe and download back episodes of Cinema Head Cheese the podcast, and read all of our movie reviews and news at cinemaheadcheese.com. Email us at cinemaheadcheese@yahoo.com. Search Cinema Head Cheese on Facebook and tweet us at CINHeadCheese. And for more podcasts, books, comics, blogs, and videos, head to abnormalentertainment.com.
You've been listening to the Abnormal Entertainment Network.